Hi, in this video, I will share with you how to use skills of Pastel Nagomi art to draw this painting, which I called May the Gracious Lord Bless and Keep You. Here are the tools and materials that you will need. For more explanations, please watch the video Basic Tools and Materials for Pastel Nagomi Art in my channel. For some update, please visit Yashars Corner's Facebook page. You can also find their links in the description of this video. This painting is originally another assignment that I drew for my Pastel Nagomi Art Associate Instructor Certificate course. This painting is based on part of the lyric of a Cantonese song called 願恩主賜福保守您, which means May the gracious Lord bless and keep you. This is a song which I sang to Yashar since I learned about her diagnosis, a song which I still sing to her today. I will sing this song at the end of this video so that you may know what this song is about or how this song sounds like. But for now, let me share with you how to draw this painting. As usual, the first thing is to paint the foundation or base. Here I used white to do so. All you need to do is to script the pastel on the paper. You can either use a ruler like me or use a cutter, a box cutter to do that. Then use a finger to rub the pastel over the paper. The next thing is to paint the background color. In order to separate the sky and the ground, we will make a simple stencil first. Take out a piece of paper with the size similar to the painting. Put this aside first, my pencil. Then draw a curve in the middle of it. You may draw higher or lower, depends on how big you want the sky or the ground to be. Here I draw a curve about, let me give you some reference, of about 6 centimeters from the top of the paper, like this. Then cut it out. this. We will need you to use both of them. Okay, put this aside. Okay, first of all, let us take back this here. We cover the lower part of the painting with this. We will draw the sky first. Okay, this one's fine. Use the transparent type to fix this location. Okay. You can use whatever colors you like to draw the sky. Here are the colors that I used. As you can see, we'll paint this one, the sky blue first. This one is broken, so I just take this out. Script the pastel over the paper. And rub the pastel over the paper. You may notice that I have changed the location, the geographical location. Because you can hear some birds singing at the background. Perhaps you can hear that. I don't know how well my camera in taking the background sounds. But now I'm in another part of the group. If you follow my Facebook page, Yashars Corner's Facebook page, you may notice that. Talk about that also. I'm now in Cambodia, in a country in Southeast Asia. Take some time to do this and don't rush. Sometimes in this video, I may try to do things a little bit faster so that you do not need to spend too much time in watching this video. But I encourage you to do these things slowly. And I think it is also true for embracing our grief also. It takes time. Don't rush it, even though people surrounding us may do so. Okay, we finished this one. You can see some extra pastel on the paper. We can find something, find a little container to just lock it a little bit against it and get rid of those extra pastel. Then I paint the second color on the bottom part, a darker one here, the bottom. Yeah. You see, in order to create some kind of gradation, not yet too much pastel near the stencil. think I actually want another color here. I should take this one. I have confused the number. It is not 053, it is 035. One is purple on the top of the sky. A little bit more, so this. Okay, this one is nice. Put this aside first. Before we paint the ground, we draw a little sun first here. We can draw it later also, but I think we just finish this part of the sky first. We can make a small circle stencil by ourselves, but this time I will use a plastic stencil like this. I think you can easily find this in stationery store or craft store. Yeah, I saw that in Cambodia also, in some stationery store. Perhaps later on I will make a video about what tools and materials I find in Cambodia. I have already found some. Okay, so we will use the erase technique to do that. Erase this half circle. I love that precision tips eraser. Okay. And then I use this one, number 2 cream. Add some color to the sun. I have some blue here. Okay, let me. This kind of plastic stencil is a bit thick, but it still works. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's not quite centered, but it's okay. Okay, like this. Then we paint the ground. Remove the stencil first. Okay. Yes, like perfect. This one. We use the other stencil. Where is it? Okay. You remember this one? We cut the paper into half, and so we use this one. I don't want to cover too much. Don't cover too much. You leave some blue. You can see I leave some blue here, so that the color can blend together. Otherwise, you will find a white line if you cover too much. So we use. I just recycle my transparent type. We use it here. Okay, Did we fix it? Let me put this aside first. For the background color of the ground, I use these two colors together. Yeah, that's right. Just scrape both of them. Let me clean my ruler a bit. So as usual, I always have a wet towel on my table. Then use a dry one to clean it a bit. Okay, something here. Okay. Then scrape this one also. Depends on how green or how yellow you want the ground to be, and so you scrape the pastel accordingly. Okay, here we are. Okay, we finished this one. This one looks good. So here again, lock it against the container a bit. This one is good. Okay, keep my finger a bit. Then I draw the key characters of the painting, the 3 pigs. Those who have watched other videos of Yashar's Corner before should have already learned about what these 3 pigs represent. The drawing technique is simple and you can modify it in order to draw other animals you like. The pigs are basically formed by 2 circles. Let me show you. Drawn by the erase technique. Sometimes I use a circle stencil to do so, but quite often I simply use a precision tip eraser to do that. Like this, let me show you. You find a piece of paper to cover it. So that will not touch on this one. Let me see. Okay, here. Okay, let me draw the little one in the middle first. So just circle like this. This is the first one. Then the second circle for the head. And then you modify the circle a little bit according to the size. And then at the ear like this, it's just like you are drawing using a pen or pencil, like this. The E is a bit big, but it's okay. Okay, then I draw another one. This one is bigger. Just circle like this. Okay, then the second circle. Okay. Then the third one. Again, you can see it is just something simple. 2 circles and then add the ears. You can use these techniques to draw rabbits or bears, or perhaps even dogs. Yeah, because they look similar if you just draw the outlines of it. But of course their ears are a bit different. So, a fat pig. I want them to be close together. Okay, let me see. Okay. May also use a brush to clean it a bit. Okay, I want this. Go closer together. The pig becomes bigger and bigger because I want them to be close together. Then I find I use this one 043 excuse me, to add a little tails for them. Okay. Then we will draw the grass here. It's quite a lot, so it will take time. We find some cotton swab, something like this, usually for babies, or yeah, sometimes we need this for ourselves also. Then we find a piece of plastic like this one. Let me take this out. The color that I use are this. Okay, we first of all scrape some green pastel on this piece of plastic, and then use the swab to draw it. We will need quite a lot, so let me scrape them first. In the beginning, when I first draw this painting, I used to draw grass of lighter color on the top and then darker colors on the bottom, as you can see like this. But this time I want to try drawing all the grass in grass green first, that means the lightest one. Then I will add art and see how it looks. You can also create your way of drawing those grass. So in order to draw that, you use the cotton swab to draw like this. Let me see. Yeah, like this. You can draw shorter grass also, but because this time I want to try a longer one, and also don't want to keep you all too long watching me drawing this grass. Drawing this grass will take some time, but I usually take this time as a time of silence or a quiet time for myself. To think about Yashar, to process my feeling for her. I need some more. this one. Add some drawing this grass spent quite a lot of time, but it also helped me to slow down, to calm down, to do something simple but beautiful. Yeah. Still need some more. Then I add some darker color, some brush with darker color, like this. looks great also, right? Okay, then we draw the flowers. Again, you can use whatever colors you like, but let me give you some suggestion here. Here are the colors that I use. Yes, the other one we have used that for the ground already. We script them on this little plastic first. The technique of drawing the flower is simple. Just use a custom swatch. I think I will just use the same, the small one. Get some pastel and then draw a little circle like this. See? This one. You can just let the color blends together, it's okay. Yeah. This part is meaningful for me because actually the lyric of the song says, may whatever your footprint, wherever your footprints go, there are sunshine, flower fragrance, and the voice of birds. In the bottom of my heart, since I've learned about Yashar's condition, I wish that wherever Yashars goes, she will be surrounded by beautiful things like flowers, birds singing, and sunshine. So that's why I keep singing this song even until today. And I try to, draw something simple in order to visualize how it looks like. Of course, I hope that it will be more beautiful than what I've drawn. Some yellow here. Okay, like this. Finally, we add some sunlight. To do so, we need a stencil with a series of circles. Okay, let me put this aside first. Like this one. Yeah, like this one. This one is a shorter one, but this one is thinner. Let me try this. Can simply put like this. Yes, this one can be shorter. Okay, I used just an ordinary eraser to do that. The advantage of this kind of stainless steel thin stencil is that you can erase it easily like this. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look. It's like this. Looks really nice, right? Okay, let me add another one. But the problem is this one is too short, as you can see. I want to add some more circle on the bottom of that. This circle is not quite circle. I missed some part of it. Just place it and erase it again. Okay. And so I would need the help of this plastic one. Let me see what size of the circle. Okay, I think I continue this one. Like this. Can also just simply use this stencil. Let me take a look. I don't want to erase the pig. Okay. But the disadvantage of this, you can see, because it is too thick, so I can hardly just erase like that. I have to circle a bit. I will just simply use a precision tip eraser to do that. But this kind of plastic stencil is more accessible, and yeah, those stainless steel stencil, I think I saw it once on Amazon, but usually you have to order that from some online store in Asia. But I know that many people trying to bring pastel Nagomi arts to the States and also or even Europe, and so perhaps later we can find more resources on doing that. Okay, I add one more here. The first one is too small. But of course, I thought of another trick. You can just find a piece of paper, use this stencil to draw some circle and then cut them out. Yeah, the paper would be thinner than this plastic stencil. Yes, let's see. Okay. Need to use the brush. Okay, let's see. Okay, quite good. I want to have one more here. This one. Okay, to make it even nicer, let me find adding to stencil. I want to add some flowers. Let me see. This one. Bear with me, I have to find it out. I have lost. Oh, here. I use it quite often. So erase some flowers. Like this. Look nice, right? Can have another one here. Again, because this kind of plastic stencil is a bit thick, so use a precision tips eraser to do that. Will have a clearer effect. But of course, perhaps if you do not want to be too clear, just you want it to be a bit blurred, you can just use a big ordinary eraser to do that. Okay. You may be able to hear a baby's voice, a toddler's voice at the background also. I don't know whether my camera catch that. My neighbor have a 2-year-old, a little bit younger than Yashar, yeah. But he's very cute also. He always remind me of Yashar and make me wonder how Yashar looks like now. So I think it is part of grief, right? Especially for us who have lost our kids. We always wonder how our kids would looks like if they are still here with us. And other people's kids always remind us of them. You just cannot forget, right? And almost everything reminds us of our little kids. Yeah. So one note is I use a stencil to erase the flowers, but you can also make a stencil yourself, which is not very complicated. You can see how I make a flower stencil in one of my earlier video, which calls Happy Birthday Dear. You can find that video in my channel, and actually it is the very first video that I made for my channel for Yashar's Corner. Finally, I add some cloud in the sky, and this time I use a clickable eraser. Just treat like this lightly. You see? It can be in any shape. Just circle that. A lot of circle in this painting, including the pigs and then the sunshine, the sun. Okay, I just add a little bit here more. Yeah, it looks really nice after we have had different things in the painting. Then at last, let me see whether I have finished everything. I think so. Okay, at last we tear off the tape. As I mentioned in other videos before, it is okay for you to tear off the surface of the paper And actually, in Pastel Nagomi art, we treat it as part of the painting. So just let the tear off come out like this, and don't feel sad about that. And so, but of course, some people would want to have a smooth, perfect paper, and in that way, you should use some masking tape, which is less adhesive. And so, but this one looks great. And then I usually, then I write down the title of the painting. May the gracious Lord bless and keep you. Yeah, I write down Chinese also. This is traditional Chinese. 願恩主賜福保守您. Yes. Then I usually sign on the right hand side. Write down the date. Today is November 14th, 2021. I also write down then Yashar, you can write down the name of your loved one. I would also very much appreciate if you can write down original painting, Yashars corner, especially if you post the painting on social media. You may then spray some fixative in order to protect the painting from being smudged. I hope that this painting helped you to express your longing and your wishes for your loved one. I personally found that drawing this painting helps me to do so when I miss Yashar. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment to me. For more about Nagomi art and embracing grief, please visit the Facebook page of Yashar's Corner. Here you can see the link. There's also a private group which offers a safe place for you to learn and share about the experience of processing grief through painting pastel Nagomi art. Before I end this video, as I promised in the beginning, let me sing the song that gives me the inspiration to draw this painting. I hope that you will enjoy it and understand more about this painting. I also hope that your wishes for your loved one will come true, just as I hope that my wishes for Yashar will come true. 願恩主賜福保守你，無論咫尺的眼，願你渴望得的福樂主感恩賜你。願受溫如意，還瀟灑，凡事行同皆歡欣。願恩主賜福保守你，賜我們從 聚，願你足跡所到之處，遍地陽光發香鳥語，但願你變黑雲背後，仍見銀光像閃耀。願你明日間盡甘美，過往受繁忙介懷，願人主賜福保守你自我們從罪，願人主賜福保守你自我們從罪。After I finished the video, I realized I forgot to draw something which is important for this painting also. They are the birds. It's also very simple, but I just still want to show you in order to complete the painting. These are the colors that I use. Let me find a piece of paper to cover it. See. Okay. So just draw like this. I usually draw these birds before I do all the erase things like the sunlight, the clouds, the flowers. Let me see, draw something lower perhaps. One higher. I usually draw 3 as a group, which represent my husband, Yashar, and I, just like the pigs, which actually represent the 3 of us.